Hello and welcome to the Stepped Inside the Squared Circle podcast. It is your host, Alexei Scott. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're well. Hope the WWE universe is fired up because we had yet the second part of our 2020 WWE draft. So first part was on SmackDown. Now we have our second part finishing up here on Raw. So without further ado, go ahead and talk about it. You want to talk about it? I want to talk about it. Just talk about it. Let's go somewhere and talk about it. All right, let's just go to the podcast. We'll talk about it here. But all right, so round one, we have Raw starting off, and they select the Fiend Bray Wyatt. So, is he leaving Alexa Bliss in the dust, or is that just a pick for Raw that seems a little obvious later? We'll find out. So with the second pick in the first round, SmackDown selected Bayley, keeping their women's champion, which you pretty much figured they were going to keep her because Asuka stayed on Raw. You thought it would be a little bit sooner. I mean, especially over Seth Rollins, but what can you do? Oh man, so used to my childhood still. It doesn't matter how long the SmackDown's on Friday. I'm always call it Thursday Night SmackDown. I just always will. That was my childhood growing up. So Thursday nights, baby. UPN. I don't even know if they're still in business, but UPN. So the first two picks were Bray Wyatt to Raw and Bayley to SmackDown. So Raw, keeping their rivalry going, select Randy Keith Orton, the Viper, the Legend Killer, the man with a match with Drew McIntyre in a couple weeks. Actually, not this weekend, but next. Yeah, so Hell in a Cell's coming up. It's going to be a good one. Nothing like watching people's faces get smashed against the fence. That's always fun. So Randy Orton stays. We have SmackDown then selecting the Raw Tag Team Champions, as predicted, the Street Profits. How do you let them go to SmackDown? But we'll just see what happens. I have a feeling that them and probably not Lucha House Party, but there's some other good tag teams there on SmackDown that they can mix up with. So Street Profits to SmackDown, and in the final pick in the first round, we get the Nature Granddaughter, Charlotte Flair, baby. Woo! And then just fall. Oh, well, Charlotte Flair staying on Raw. So, so we have one champion staying on their show, another switching. Not a bad first round. So with round two here, we have Raw selecting Braun Strowman. So expect him and Bray Wyatt to have some good battles. I'm pretty excited for that one. You have also him going against Keith Lee, so it's like you gotta keep him on Raw. SmackDown, they select Daniel Bryan. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. All right, so Bryan stays. Raw then selects Uh, oh, the bro, Matt Riddle. So Matt Riddle was on SmackDown, so didn't get to see the most of him. Hops on over to Raw. A lot stiffer singles competition over here on Raw. So should be good. Let's see what they have planned for him. Maybe a title run soon if we can keep the ball rolling. Not WWE. Let's be real. United States probably. So, challenge Bobby Lashley, which I would love to see that match. Matt Riddle and Bobby Lashley for the title. Yeah, that'd be good. The Barefoot Wonder, the Caveman, taking on the Bruiser. So, SmackDown then selects Keith Owen. So, Keith Owen trying to stay as far away from the Fiend as possible after he came on the KO show. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what they have planned for him. Not really sure what kind of title run potential, anything that he's gonna have anytime soon. And then Raw with the very last pick, keep my boy Jeff Hardy. So Jeff Hardy on Raw. Let's go. Intercontinental title is out of grasp now because that's on SmackDown. So Sami Zayn, SmackDown. Does that mean he might be in the mix for an Intercontinental or even a WWE? We'll have to stay tuned to find out because those belts get kind of thin after a while. There's only a couple superstars that can hold them at a time. So let's see. What else do we got? So that was round 2. Round 3, we have Raw starting it off with Retribution, which we just found out this whole time he was working with the dude I always forget from that group. Cesaro? No. It's I keep losing to the Hurt Business. Andretti? No. That's Angel Garza's partner. Anyways, it'll come to me later. But so Retribution. Oh, Mufasa. So yeah, Ali. Yeah, Mufasa Ali. Yeah. So he actually, come to find out, is the leader of Retribution, which is dope. I love whenever stuff like that happens. Like this whole time I was pulling the strings, just playing with all y'all. Now let me go out there and still get my ass kicked in the ring. Okay, so Raw keeps Retribution. SmackDown gets Lars Sullivan. Then we have Raw selecting Keith Lee, the Limitless. So, where is he gonna go from here? Is he gonna have a nice feud with Strowman for biggest baddest dude, or they take him a different route? Does he go start challenging Bobby Lashley? I think everybody's gonna challenge Bobby Lashley now, which it makes sense. You finally got some guys that are big and strong that would actually realistically make them work. So, yeah. All right. So Limitless Keith stays on Raw. SmackDown taking King Corbin. So it looks like that Matt Riddle, King Corbin storyline is finito. And then with the final pick in the third round, Raw selects Alyssa Bliss, the Fiended, whatever you want to call her. One of my favorite divas is what I call her. Her and Sasha Banks, for sure, top two. But so that just opens up a whole nother can of worms there. We're gonna get that Bray Wyatt show, that little playhouse thing he does. Interesting. I love the creepiness. At first, when he came in, didn't really care for it with the lantern and everything. I thought it was cool, but I was just like, okay, you're just like an Undertaker knockoff. But no, he really took it a different direction. He went like Saw with it. A ragdoll from the Flash. Nice and creepy though. Nice and creepy. He's really put it all together now. Even got his movements down, his face paint down. So, all right. So that looks like that was round 3. Round 4 starts. And Raw selects Elias. So we're definitely continuing the Jeff Hardy versus Elias storyline. That is without a shadow of a doubt. But Elias was the guy who got hit by the car and was out for a while, and he swears it was Jeff Hardy that was driving and hit him with it. But Jeff and Elias are gonna pick up right where they left off, I guess. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Then we have, oh, I guess I spoiled that one, but SmackDown selects Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn, Intercontinental Champ, to SmackDown, just like I said earlier.
What are you Yo, dumbass, asses.
Need to quit giving out spoilers.
One of you turds is about to get smacked in the mouth if you don't keep it down.
All right, chill. Dang. All right, so then we have Sami Zayn going to SmackDown, then Lacey Evans coming to Raw. So another diva heading on over to Raw. I'm telling you, they were loading up this division for Asuka and Nikki Jax and Baszler for that tag team title division. Going to get a lot of that action on Raw. So Lacey Evans, welcome to Raw. And then to SmackDown, we have Cesaro and Nakamura. Ooh, talk about a good tag team. Tell you what, I think that Nakamura and Cesaro are going to get themselves a title shot against the Street Profits. And you know what? They'll probably win. They will probably win and hold it for a small period of time and hand it back. But I could see him getting it done. I didn't see Angel Garza and Andretti. I didn't, but I do like Cesaro and Nakamura. They work as a team, which you know that takes time, chemistry. Uh, so there we go. And then with the final pick in the 4th round, we have Raw selecting Sheamus. So welcome to Sheamus, big man. Celtic Warrior. All right. So outside of the tag team and Intercontinental title, interesting round. So round 5, we have Raw selecting another diva, Nikki Cross. Welcome. Then we have SmackDown selecting Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. So another tag team. So it looks like they're loading up the male tag teams on SmackDown and the women tag teams over here on Raw. Very, very interesting. Because I'm like, who are these champions about to face? Because Andretti and Garza just broke up, so Angel won the match and was like, deuces, Zelina, out. I think that we're gonna have a good tag team really emerge here, and I think that Raw's gonna have those tag team champions show up. All right. So with the next, so that was Dolph Ziggler and Road going over to SmackDown. R-Truth staying on Raw. The Truth, what up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yep. So need to get on that game show one day. Then we have SmackDown. We have Apollo Crews heading over to SmackDown. So their little band is officially destructed. So Ricochet, him, and Mustafa Ali. So they're all going separate ways with separate storylines. So we'll see how all that works out. And then with the 5th pick in the 5th round, Raw selects Dabba-Kato. All right. So, and with the final 6 rounds, the final superstars to swap shows or stay where they're at for sure. Raw selects Titus O'Neil. SmackDown selects Carmella. I mean, they got to keep a couple divas to compete with Bayley, though. Raw selects Peyton. Peyton Royce. SmackDown selects Aleister Black. And then you have Raw selecting Akira Tazama. So, not too familiar with any of those really, but so far that was a fun, interesting draft. Some takeaways. What do I think? I think that Raw loaded up for the women's division. A lot of divas. So keep an eye out there for a lot of movement. Intercontinental title stays, United States title stays. The Raw and tag team titles are swapped right now. So the SmackDown champions are on Raw and the Raw champions are on SmackDown. We'll see how that works out. All the main champions, of course, staying the same. The Mysterios moving over to SmackDown with Seth Rollins, moving that storyline over there. Bringing, what's his name? Taking Sami Zayn on SmackDown really frees up a lot of these other guys. So Jeff Hardy versus Elias, that one's going to be for sure. Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. Can we see more of that? Those were some amazing matches. Even broke the ring not long ago, those two. Superplex Strowman off. Just annihilated the ring. That was amazing. Who else? Who has a real shot to beat Asuka? That is the question, though. Because so far, the two that you would think actually would are on the other shows. They're both on SmackDown. So Sasha and Bayley, they're going to duke it out for that women's title. And Sasha's going to win that one. A lot of mid-tier storylines developing. Let's see what happens with Matt Riddle, who his new beef's going to be with, because it was with Corbin. He went to SmackDown. So we're gonna get a nice switch. It's gonna be a good switch up. Let's see what The Fiend and Alexa Bliss do. I don't know. I like it though. So keeps it fresh, switches it up, mixes it up. Now we just need to get these to start developing, and we'll be on our way. And they'll start developing this week and next, just based on the pay-per-view coming up. So, well, other than that, yeah, next time I'll be covering the 2020 Hell in a Cell. That is not this weekend, but next. So I will be doing a live watch-along reaction commentation. So all of you who enjoy, stay tuned, and we will be back on the Scott Sportscast. Until next time, enjoy your night, and always stay set inside the squared circle.